the futility of yet another cheap pedal to impose order in the face of an indifferent universe, to scream into the void. Does he really need to post about it? You're damn right I do, 'cause I ain't got nothing better to do on this toilet earth. Now, I just spent 37 million billion hours effing around with this thing so that you don't have to, because they say it's like the worst pedal ever, and don't take my word for it, take their word. I found a bunch of stuff you can do with it that's kind of interesting, so let me just give you a bunch of highlights, and a bunch of dumb shit too. Now, I'll admit right off the bat, I have developed a morbid fascination for this thing, an infatuation that borders on Stockholm Syndrome after spending like 97 hours in captivity with various parameter settings that never really work to make it sound good. And let's face the facts here, okay? This thing is universally reviled for a reason. Okay, it is not recommended. Not like you should follow recommendations from some spurg on the internet like me anyway, but this thing is not good for rock. Like, I would not use it for the main frontline guitar in a rock band. First of all, you can hear how it completely denounces and de-balsifies your sound, you know, like, just listen, like you dial in a good clean sound you like, and then you slam this thing on, and all that toan that's stored in the balls gets instantly emasculated. Oh, and if you want me to recommend you a multi-mod for cheap that's actually good, here you go. Flamma FX600 mod. Tons of tones, all usable. I got a lot of video demonstrations of this if you just look up all the Flamma stuff. I got, this thing is awesome. Only disadvantage, it doesn't have the batteries, so it's not suitable for SHTF. But if you don't mind plugging it in, this thing is awesome. Now, but that's just my opinion, man. So, and you know, this is my go-to chorus. I love a good chorus. I recently started getting into modulation for rock, like in core Shy Squad songs. I never used modulation, only overdrive and occasional bursts of mega distortion. But we were almost always clean, slight overdrive. But I love me some modulation now when I'm working on solo studio projects, and that's where this thing shines, in my opinion, is to get like atmosphere and space sounds. In the background. This is like a backline thing to sweeten the mix with some kind of like drone in the back or subliminal space thing to trip you out and make my simplified, simplistic, riff-oriented hard rock sound deeper than it really is. For a long time, I was just messing around with the chorus because I really like it. And you can use these parameter settings, these par. See, it says like par 1 controls effect speed and par 2 controls effect depth. First of all, you can set them to where it's totally out of whack. That's what I was talking about. Confusion is sex in a can. It's some kind of like mad detuned dissonance. Like that's one of the things about this device that makes it so unusable is these two par things are so easy to set where it's just so far out of whack. Like there's only a very small range of permissible parameters here where it even sounds like anything. So these things will just go right off the chart into total unusable insanity, which can be kind of fun. But as a background noise, like the chorus sound, it's not a good chorus sound. I mean, it's not like this. I mean, it's not like, you know, the Come As You Are, Living in the 80s chorus sound that you want. It's really thin and kind of wrong sounding, and that thin wrongness makes it so suitable as a backing atmosphere, kind of subliminal. If you can play It's kind of like one note drone or something really simplistic in the background, or just open chord and sustain it. That's what I do a lot now. I've used this in several serious recordings already. I've even made some songs where that like centerpiece this. All Bad and I did a couple that have feature the infamous FX600 as the main effect, just to see what it's like. And now for this video, I actually did a lot more research into the effects that I never used before. I got better sounds out of the phaser. We're talking better, like real loosely here. Figured out more how you can set the phaser to work. The tremolo. Tremolo is an effect I never really used at all until now. And some people say the tremolo is the only setting on this that's any good. I just don't have anything to compare it to. But one common thing, useless except for the tremolo. Now, do you like the tremolo? Because I did a lot of messing around with it. What do you think of this? the flanger, I like flangers, but I mean, this just doesn't sound good. It sounds wrong. Can you make an interesting form of wrong out of it, though? That's the question. And then the pitch shifter. Well, you can actually use it. Just listen to this. It's also good for doubling up the bass and kind of a 12-string sound. Now the digital delay, which is another effect I really never use too much, is so easy to accidentally set to some extreme that it gives you that dub reggae sound, which just trips out. And gives you feedback and all kinds of cascading sounds that are not really usable in a band. That's the thing. Like, if you pulled this out of band practice and started to jam on it, it would piss everybody off, including yourself, and most likely just slam it on and it denounces your sound so much, because I don't know about the impedance or whatever, but it's doing something wrong to your signal that makes it sound very unballsy. Now, that can be counteracted, of course, by boosting it with an overdrive right before it. And I did a bunch of messing around with this. Also, this in harmonics and things. Now, I think it goes without saying that if you were to use this in a band, you would boost it with an overdrive in front, because that gives you a lot more meat to compensate for it stripping the balls away. So that brings us to the best of Behringer, next to purportedly the worst of Behringer. If you plug this ahead of that, you can get some pretty sweet sounds. And it'll totally compensate for the lack of balls. The SF600 of Doom. Magnifique. If you plug this thing into that and fiddle around with the chorus a little bit, it can sound more like the EHS micro synth with everything on full blast than anything I've ever heard. Now, the point of this video is not to tell anybody to go out and get a FX600 digital multi-FX. No way. but they are under $30 and they are interesting. Now, you want to throw away that money? I mean, you could spend it on worse. It will provide endless entertainment, except not a very high quality of entertainment. Now, when it comes to spending $30 or less, the SF600 of Doom is an absolutely necessity if you don't have one already, although it is believed that everyone does have one already, because it's like an element on the periodic table right next to strontium and arsenic and plutonium and stuff. So the SF600 of Doom, if you plug it in ahead of this, can give you some pretty awesome sounds. This combination together is like significantly under 60 units of fiat currency, euro, dollars, or whatever you got. And this thing is like 250. So that alone, it's kind of worth a try if you want that. If you've ever been interested in this and don't want to spend 250, it's worth a consideration. This thing is definitely usable and fun, and I got videos on it before too if you want to see. So, again, I am not making any kind of recommendation to buy this, but I will recommend you to watch me fool around with it. Make of it what you will, and another major aspect is that it has, A and B inputs. Now, it's supposed to be good for stereo. Some people have actually commented that the stereo function for the tremolo works really well, but I don't know. Okay, in A and B, is this for like a stereo guitar that has two outputs? Because I've never seen one of those in real life. I've heard about them. Stereo guitars do exist, and then there's like the Rickenbacker Rico sound thing. I'm not sure if that's just straight stereo, but somebody in the comments, please tell me, what are you actually supposed to plug into A and B at the same time? I can understand plugging in one and then having it send like two signals, and then I can understand plugging in A and then outputting a B thing to get a stereo sound, but two plugs going in, what do you do with that? Enlighten me, because the manual doesn't really say. Now, if you made it through all of that, you are quite a trooper, and I salute you, and I implore you to respond in any way in the comments below, and I will take you out with your all-round carefree package of FX600 SF600 of Doom. Bye!